Gimme, I'ma take what's mine. You can't do what I do, no. Been trilling in the city sometime. You wish that you had the juice, no. Not quite like me. Long way to the top, I'm a sightsee. Tooth pack on your block with a light beam. And I don't really give a fuck who like me, or you can bite me. Blah, 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 blah. Hit a bye-bye, fly-by, brother, my time. Hit a wide eye, I'ma slide on my timeline. Get them wide-eyed, wide-y, wait so much time like, I don't know, maybe I'll be living life before I jot it, bro. Maybe I can give you better when I know a nigga trained in the game, but really this is Bible though. I've been throwing battles though. I get the plug on the phone, need an ounce. I ain't need to, but he know what I'm about. People wanna pout, what's the reason for the bounce? Simple, bubbling a book for the accounts. Rapid ass style when I hold a tempo. My turn when I lay in that slow machinko. My earn finna have gold flake to sift through. If I look at you long enough, I can probably live. You wanna knock your shit, body shit. Ain't no coming back unless you on some godly shit. Pardon, all in, never hardly. I'm a Harley, chopping up a little Marley party. Time ain't waiting for you, or is it? Future in the present like a hologram visit. You can all splash after hopping off the dick. You can never say I did it like another man did it. I shit it. Don't you agree?
Yo. Tuesday night, blackmarket.tv. Share, like, subscribe, all that. What's good with you, Solo?
Tuesday already, son?
It's Tuesday already, bro.
I just see all these ugly faces last week, son.
Yeah, you did. And now you got to see them again this week.
Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to see y'all again, but I guess that time of the week, you know what I'm saying? I was busy doing my thing. I had to stop what I was doing to come check in with y'all ugly people out there, you know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody doing well, even though your ugliness is at all-time high today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. You know what I'm saying? Get the roll cool, get on the mailing list and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my iffy joint today. You know what I'm saying? It's a good, it's a high. You know what I mean? So hopefully I don't come across too aggressive. Hopefully the bully don't come out too extensive on y'all. You know what I'm saying? So joining in the chat, make sure you hit us up, talk to us, call in, do what you gotta do. And if you don't do that, I'll make sure next week I extend the ugliness. And make sure you feel some type of way once I get off and you check yourself in the mirror like, damn, am I really that ugly? You just might be if you don't hit us up. Yo, that's real tough. You heard?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Anyhow, now they're all going to unsubscribe because you call them all ugly. Again.
That mama been done, son. I'm not doing nothing that hasn't been done prior, son. I'm sure they got an X somewhere that dispense how ugly they are. So all I'm doing is just bringing them back to that level that they could come back down to earth and be like, yo, I'm not that fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that fire. I'm just alright. And so
always the bully, bro. Always the bully, bro.
IJS, bro. It's an IJS world, son.
IJS world. You know what I've been on lately? This whole week? Old school reggaeton, bro.
Oh,
like the noise, Playero, 38, 37, 39, DJ Nelson's.
That's on Spotify?
They got some of them on Spotify. I discovered that this week. Remember the De La Calle documentary?
Yeah.
It got me in the mode to like dig back to those tapes. And then when I searched it, yeah, they were there, man.
What got me in the mood was that mixtape documentary, son.
Yeah, that one was fire.
I remember the Tony Touch 50 joint, son. The 50 MCs. Mm-hmm. That was a dope mixtape, son.
Well, we have another documentary. I don't know if you saw the clips of it.
I've definitely seen the clips of it, son.
You definitely seen the clips of it? I'm gonna pull him in here because we got none other than Mr. Annex in the building, sir. Look, I got a whole crowd for you, bro.
My man pulled in the stadium crowd.
Everybody in the building, son.
What's good with you, bro?
I can't complain, man. Living, doing well. You know what I mean? Doing okay. What's good with y'all?
Chilling, bro.
Chilling. I look right here at
yeah, you can look at this camarita right here. Yeah.
You have to show your passport at the entrance, huh? You have
to put the gate
you have
code
to
in.
show your passport at the entrance to this nigga's house, B.
Actually, the person behind us just let us right in.
Oh
See?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
if we was
it's
murderers,
always
y'all have
towards
been
me, son.
asked
Every time I
out.
pull
If
up, I
we-
gotta show. Every time I pull up, I gotta show passport, shot records, and all that, son.
Now listen, if we was coming here to
It's a
get
hot
E,
out.
E would have been gotten because they let us right the fuck in.
No security.
I don't like.
just
I don't like that neighborhood, son.
Solo just be hating, bro. Solo just be hating. He just be talking trash.
We living too large for me, son.
Yeah. Did you have a Tony Touch mixtape that you liked back in the day, Annex?
Not one in particular. Nah, I mean I was a fan of Tony Touch in general, but to say I had one specific one that was like standoutish to me, nah, not really.
Did you like Tony Touch the rapper? Or
I
did you
thought-
prefer him DJing?
I did prefer him DJing.
Yeah.
But you know what? I wasn't too mad at his rapping.
Yeah,
You know
me
what
neither.
I mean? I wasn't too mad at it. You know what I mean? I never listened to Tony on the mic and said, "Yeah, that was trash." That never happened. You know what I mean? It was always
He did get witty with the English and Spanish going
He
back
did.
and forth, man.
He did. He was witty, is what he was.
I do give him that. What's your favorite? What would be your favorite back in the day mixtape DJ? If you had to pick 3. I know it's so many, but you got to give me 3. So
favorite back in the day. Doo-wop was dope.
okay.
Of course, I mean I was big on Clue. You know what I mean? I used to always hit downtown and give me a Clue tape. You know what I mean?
DJ Clue.
One more. I mean, Clue always had the exclusive, so.
This is true.
He had the
this
echoes.
is true. He was more of an exclusive DJ, but I was a fan of them exclusives, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I never really listened to a DJ mixtape and like I wasn't listening to him for ill blends or fire scratches and nothing like that. I liked the exclusives.
All right, you got one more, son.
Man, you know what, bro? I would have to say Who Kid, bro.
Okay. All right. My man, Who Kid got put in the trunk, son.
Yo, but we talking about DJing now.
They put that man in the trunk for dropping some mixtapes, son. Just like Clue almost got shot by Biggie, son. Put out some mixtapes, B.
Oh, did he really? I didn't.
Yeah, son. He was dropping his Biggie exclusives, and he ain't like that, son.
Oh shit.
My man left him a voicemail. When I see you about to pop you, son.
Shout out Skilla in the chat.
Did not know that.
He said, "Love seeing Annex back."
Hey,
Shout out to Skilla, son. Skilla's a
man.
beautiful person, bro. You see, he's not that ugly, fam.
He said the Peacemaker, DJ K Slay.
K Slay.
Oh look, somebody's calling. You already got them calling, bro?
Yeah, see, they don't want to be ugly today, fam. I told you, son.
I don't want to pick up this early yet.
Pick it up, son. Pick it up, son. No, pick it up. Pick it up right now, son.
Next time it rings, I'll pick it up.
Oh, come on, son. It might be.
They
Wah.
already stopped.
It might be that Chinese
look,
lady talking about the knee brace.
Hold on, let's see what's good.
What?
The free knee brace, son.
Yo.
Yo, what up? It's Izzy Does It, baby. What's up?
Izzy does it.
Okay.
Good, Izzy on here. We was just talking about you, bro.
That's fact. Yeah.
You actually came in at the perfect time. You know that?
Yo, I heard what was talking about mixtapes, so I figured I'd give a call, especially because my man Annex is on the tune.
Yeah, you already know, bro.
What's going on? Is you denied, man? Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm good. So hold on, let me go outside. Cause I hear the delay. Hold on, let me go outside real quick.
Put them golf clubs away,
Yeah, you gotta
son.
turn it down. It's just like the radio, bro.
Put them golf clubs away,
Yeah.
son.
All right, now we good now. I'm good now. What's up, fellas? Everybody looking good, man. It's good to see y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Just doing your
Golf
thing, man. I
clubs
love it.
away, son.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Annex was just telling us earlier that if he remembers correctly, if he's not too viejo, you were one of the first people to tell him about us at Head Knocker when we were trying to figure out when we first met.
Yes.
Yeah, we were just talking about you, bro. Your ears must have been ringing.
Bro, it's crazy because, like, I always say this, like, certain, like when me and Donut was doing our thing on the radio back in the day when WTMP allowed us to actually play locals, you know what I'm saying? The fellas that were doing that thing, it was always Annex, it was always Presidente, Solo, Laws. I mean, those are the kind of people that we played on the station
Yeah.
weekly, regularly, rotationally. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, those were just like the mainstays too, man. I mean, a lot of times that, you know, like, yeah. And Annex, bro, it's funny because like Annex is a barbarian. And
Yes.
I want to say, when I used to DJ for them back in the day when it was like EST, woo-woo, but he brought out a barbarian in me, bro. Like, I actually wrote 16 and performed it. It was crazy. But anyway, let's not even go there because I don't even want to talk about bars because bars are in the building with y'all three right there. So.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Bars in the building with us
Appreciate
three
that.
here.
Is. Thank you, man.
Izzy, so what about you? Mixtapes, bro.
Yo.
Mixtape DJs. What's good?
Bro, so, yo, when Annex said doo-wop, I don't know if y'all know, but, you know, obviously, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know because y'all are into the game. But last year when I turned 50, you know, it was me, doo-wop. Doo-wop actually, I did a mixtape, and I had, since it was the fifth floor edition, being my 50th and everything like that, I had 5 DJs. And doo-wop was one of them, who was one of my favorites, and he killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie B. Swift, who I grew up with, another favorite, he smashed it. DJ Ultimate from the Bronx, who I grew up with, has been on multiple From Me to You projects, Mixing Business with Pleasure, which also celebrates the life of DJ Clips. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. He's
Rest
been
in
on
peace.
4 or 5 projects.
All right.
What's that?
Rest in peace, DJ Clips.
Yes, rest in peace. You know, and it's crazy because, like, it was back on the 8th, which just recently passed when he actually passed away.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. So, you know, but we had those 2 dope DJs who are legendary, you know, in the whole blends, mixtapes, everything like that. Then DJ Ultimate as well, who I grew up with. JT Radio, who I admire and appreciate and love his grind. And then myself, of course, you know. So it was like 2 hours of just nothing but bump. But when Annex said doo-wop, I said, yo, let me call in real quick. I know it's early, but I said, you know what? Let me call in.
Yeah, I was like, do I pick it up? Do I pick it up? You calling early.
I heard you, and then when you said to call back, I said, I'm going to call right back.
Literally.
Literally. What are you watching it on?
Literally, I said.
You watch your TV or a laptop?
Yeah, on my TV. On my TV, actually. I got the YouTube app, so I got it, you know, up and loaded. Boom, chilling, enjoying the Yingling, and watching y'all do your thing, bro.
Well, we appreciate you, Izzy. We appreciate you calling in, bro.
No doubt. Got another one dropping soon with my man Shafiq, actually. Shafiq Saku.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably going to ring one up before the end of the year, hopefully, if not at the beginning of the new year. Nothing but blends, baby. That's what we do.
Yeah. So make sure you tag us on it, bro, so we can push it out.
No doubt. We'll do, brother. I appreciate y'all and what you're doing with your platform and everything like that, bro. It's dope. I've been following, actually, too, man. I've been meaning to call in, but when I got to wake up at 3:45 in the morning, it's an early bedtime for a brother.
Yeah, no, Solo over here with the come on, son, face.
Come on, son. Solo, I'm glad, bro. Solo, love you, bro. You doing
I love
good, bro.
you,
I love
fam.
it, man.
You already know, son. Much love, fam.
Annex, bro. You already know what. Yo, Annex. Yo, listen, bro. I'm ready for you to drop some intro bars on my next joint, bro. What's up, man? I know you could give me a 16. Come on now.
Hey, man, I've been writing, I've been writing.
Yo, I know too, bro. I know. I kind of smelt that not too long ago. I smelt that.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, hit my email. Toss
You still got the same number? You still got the same number?
I do. Yep.
I'm gonna hit you up, bro.
All right, darling.
All right, fam. Peace.
All right. I'm gonna be listening. Y'all enjoy the night, bro. Peace.
All right, man. You too, bro. Shout out Izzy Does It. Now, he mentioned EST crew. So you're a part of that crew. Who was all in that crew again?
Oh man, there was a lot of us. So it was myself, J20, Jinx, Rhino, my man D, my man Trin, my man Gordo.
The Wu-Tang, bro.
This nigga had the whole Latin Kings up in there, fam.
There was a lot more like avid supporters that were just like there for everything. I know I'm missing some names, but yeah, that was like the core that was like at the studio, you know, putting together merchandise and putting the flag together and things of that nature.
Yeah. Interesting. Now, Drums posted up a few days ago the Snooze Button album, which, by the way, Solo, I'm on.
That was a hard album,
That
son.
was a hard album right
Shout
there.
out to Drums.
Thank you.
Drums one of the illest producers I know, son.
Facts.
That's a full fact.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Annex is one of the most slept on MCs around the block, son.
I don't think he really slept on. I think people just don't talk.
Fact.
He's like Voldemort.
It's called being slept on. Now, it's not because they don't want to acknowledge it. It's because he makes niggas step their game up.
Yeah, his pen is. Your
And
pen is
on the low,
barbaric.
on the low, something that they won't admit, but I can admit it. I can say like, yo, every time I heard this nigga, I was like, damn, I gotta go redo my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just the wittiness, the way he crafts his bars. You know what I'm saying?
That is, it's the witty. It's
Yeah.
the wit.
Yeah. So yeah, son, I give it to you.
Skilla said to ask you about Joint Busters.
Oh my God!
What is Joint Busters?
Joint Busters was, bro. This is like if I remember properly, this mixtape was about 52 tracks. Yeah, I mean it wasn't all our. I mean the point of it then was, we were jacking for beats.
Yeah,
pretty much,
yeah.
right? So that's what it was. It was a whole lot of jacking for beats, but a lot of people like that mixtape, man. We did one, if I remember properly, we did one original joint, and that was the intro joint. Yeah, and I think we're like talking about jacking for beats on the hook, but it was the only original joint. And we're talking about, jacking for beats, and that's what we did for the mixtape. We had a lot of fun on that mixtape. Even the cover was, I mean, actually thinking about it now, the cover was trash. But to us, it was fun. It was like that entire era was like, it was fun.
Music. I felt like music was more fun back then, right?
Definitely was.
Didn't take it so serious.
Yeah.
Now, how long has it been since the snooze button?
10 years.
A decade, bro.
Decade.
Estamos viejo.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Crazy, son.
Felt like that was yesterday, bro.
Right? When I seen Drums posted, I was like, dang, has it really been a decade?
Yeah.
It has.
What's life from snooze button to now? Like, how do you feel? Because I know your pennis game is back on the tracks right now.
Yeah.
So how do you feel you differ from then, and how life has affected it?
I think, like if I was to do something now, the content would definitely be a lot more grown up, a lot more. I don't want to say safer, but it would be more toned down than the snooze button, and that's because my daughter's a lot older now. You know what I mean? And that's really, I don't want to say affecting, but it's really like shaping a lot of what I write, the way that I write, the content that I'm choosing, to write down, is really shaping that. Like even, I was just telling Angel from Benton the other day that I still need to have a conversation with her about doing another project, because it's something that, it's just something I think is important. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have to okay me doing music. You know what I mean? I don't really need an okay with her, but I would like to have a conversation with her about it. And I just think that's something that's important to me. So yeah, as far as content, it would definitely be, I guess safer. I don't know. I wouldn't say
fatherhood is mellowing you out.
a little bit, but I wouldn't say like I wouldn't censor anything that I have to say that I feel that I truly need to say. I wouldn't censor anything. The approach would definitely be a lot different. You know what I mean? So it's more a sense of how I choose to say what I want to say.
A little less barbaric.
Maybe a little less barbaric. Depends how pissed off these MCs get me. You know what I mean? But nah, yeah, maybe a little less barbaric. You know.
You're always witty with it, though.
I appreciate that.
Always witty with it.
Maybe a little bit more wit. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the content that I've been writing recently is definitely a lot more grown up, and I think people are definitely gonna gonna hear that.
Yeah.
I think it'll be appreciated, bro. I think it will.
I think your bars will be appreciated either way, bro, because you always been fire. So I can only imagine it's gonna be a dope
Appreciate that.
project. He said he got David Bowes. He's getting some David Bowes in the box, bro.
That's always a good thing, bro.
That's always a good
Got
thing.
to.
Shout out David Bowes.
Yeah, man. I spoke to David Bowles. I got some joints. I'm definitely gonna have drums on there.
Shout out drums.
I got some joints from Lucas Visions.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty fire too. And actually, I didn't even know he produced. I thought he was all camera work because he's a cinematographer and he's fire at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
An amazing cinematographer. Sends me a clip, and it's him on a fucking beat machine chopping shit up. I'm like, get out of here.
Why not?
Yeah, and what he sent me was fire. So why not?
Solo about to slide a DM to him, and be like, "Yo, drop me some beats." Bro.
And then Mad Smooth as well.
Nah,
I
son.
have some work on there from Mad Smooth.
Oh, shout out Mad Smooth. Shout out Mad Smooth. You talking about Solo? So we mixing out Solo's rap album. Yeah.
Nice.
Why you say it like that, bro? You make it sound like I ain't never rapped before. Mother drive this nigga rap album, son.
Mixing out. Well, it's been a while, bro. It's been a while, bro.
He about to rap finally.
Yeah. He about to,
How you feel about that,
comeback,
Solo?
bro.
How you feel about it, man?
I'm ready to drop it, man. It's been like 2 years. It took its course. It done flipped script. You know what I'm saying? I'm different now, like you said. Growing up, my faith has changed. My walk has changed. My content has changed. The bars haven't changed. You know what I'm saying? We have this conversation all the time about grown up bars, about bars that we used to deliver and what we deliver now. So it's funny that you say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the same way with my son. I like to include him in everything. I like to include him in a lot of things. I don't like nobody else raising my kid. I don't like YouTube raising my kid. I don't like social media raising my kid. I don't like the streets raising my kid. You know what I'm saying? So before I allow others to raise my kid, yes, he's my son and I'm his father, but we also have that bond that he's able to come with me with anything. You know what I'm saying? We could joke around, we could play around, but he know when it's dead serious, it's dead serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to share that with him, and I'm able to share the gospel with him and God with him, and you know what I'm saying? We go to church, and you know what I mean? I teach him a few things here and there, so like that. Even though I'm not around him 24/7, I'm on the back of his mind of the choices that he makes. You know what I'm saying? He's a good kid. You know what I mean? So, of course, the content has changed. The silliness has never changed. You know what I mean? The bulliness has never changed. It's in a different way and manner. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm a Christian, but don't mistake that. I will smoke life out of you if I have to.
I will smoke life out of you.
Smoke life out of you, son. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always up for a challenge. You know what I mean, son? But I'm excited. You know, I'm ready to drop it. I'm ready to release it. You know what I mean? That's it, son.
Dope album. We put some dope work into it. Got some dope features on it.
That's a fact, son. Traxman produce, Brixton Bang produce, Baki Beats. Who else? Yeah, that's pretty much it, son. Everything else, Eric stole beats from me. You know what I mean? So I can't really.
Yo, I featured on Herege's own track. I shot him the verse this week, bro.
I already heard it, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you already heard it? He already showed it to you?
Welcome to the family, fam. We welcome you with open arms, B.
They gotta delete my verse after the first week of release.
No. We can hear the pain in the records. So.
But you know, it's funny because you said something key here. Is like the wit never really goes away. The character, the people that we are. When we met, it was always like bars, heavy on bars, heavy on the brands. Like the brands were always very heavy. So like I think when ETD started, we had Boot Slap at that time.
That's right.
Right. And I'm trying to remember how we approached that, how we connected that. I know you were doing the event. It was.
I think I might have been looking for some help promoting.
I think that's what
ETD,
it was. Yeah.
And yeah, you kind of took it a step further by posting every battle on the site.
Yeah.
And that was a tremendous help to us, which I appreciate daily. Thank you for that.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah, I think that's how. If I'm not mistaken, bro, my memory is roasted ass. All right, heavily roasted ass. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure it was something like that.
Yeah. I know we were pushing it out. I think we had like on a promo rotation where when you drop the battles, we would put it on there and then do a little write up on it and then rotate out the promotions on it. Yeah. That was a crazy time, and so like the first battle, from what I understand, the first battle was really just supposed to be an event.
Right.
So it wasn't really supposed to be a league in the beginning. So tell me how that sparked off. Like, how did ETD really spark off?
So it sparked off kind of well, I wouldn't say selfishly, but we were looking for different ways to get our music out there, and we thought an event would be dope, but we didn't want to do, the same type of events that everyone else was doing. We didn't want to do a showcase or anything like that. I had done showcases with EST,
Right.
In the past, so we wanted to do something different. So we knew that rap battles, acapella rap battles, were popular, but there were none going on in the city of Tampa. So we figured, let's do an acapella rap battle event. I remember it being me, myself, Moses, and Jay Lewis at the time. We came up with the idea to do this acapella rap battle event, and then myself and Moses just kind of took off running with it. Moses handled all the as far as the promotional ideas and things of that nature, like how we used to do the I Got This MC promo, so that the people could pick exactly who they thought would win and post that as their promotional flyer or post that as their profile picture. Those were all Moses' idea.
Okay.
I would handle reaching out to the MCs, venue, getting people there and things of that nature. So, it kind of became this, two-man. I don't think a two-man weave is a thing, but it kind of became a two-man weave. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's how that kicked off. It was, we were looking for a way to promote our music, and then after the turnout of the first event, we were kind of like, we have to do this again. We gotta continue doing this.
Yeah, the first event was packed.
Yeah, it was.
Where was that one out? It was in TC. I remember that.
It wasn't TC. That was at Big Dog's Tattoo Shop.
That's right.
Right on the corner of Waters and Hanley.
And I think Head Knocker, we were all out there from jump, right?
Yeah, I was supposed to be a part. I believe it was the second one.
Yeah.
And then I caught my heart attack, and that was that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Chacho, bro, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's
I was
right.
supposed to battle. I forgot what his name was. You know what I'm saying? I had all my hours lined up. I was ready to rock, son. And then I caught my heart attack, and then he took off as one of the ETD main stars. So if I wouldn't have my heart attack, I would have been smoked his ass.
You don't remember who it was at all?
There was a handful. It was, I can't remember. I know it was Big Deal. It was his boy, whatever his name was.
Will H, right?
Yep,
Will H, and then there was another cat that has heavy runs. It's that cat right there. I can't remember his name.
Was it Gutter?
Gutter. That's exactly who it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly who it was.
Damn, that's right. Solo's gonna battle with ETD.
Yeah,
Damn, that would have been fire,
Solo would have smoked it though.
Yeah, I would definitely smoked him, son. And it was crazy because I would literally watch ever since y'all started. I would watch those battles back to back, and I was hyped when Big Deal came in because, you know what I'm saying, for the big niggas, and he was fire. William H was fire, and then I'm not gonna say Gutter wasn't fire because he definitely had some lines, but I knew I could have done a lot better than that, son.
Hey, that's how you supposed to feel as an MC, man.
No, that's exactly how I felt. But it didn't stop me from watching because it was a hometown thing, and it was your baby, so I definitely was watching on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But
So the acapella battles have been going on for a while in Central Florida, right?
Yeah.
Out here. So what made you guys want to do that as opposed to like with the beats?
We just wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
You know, we just kind of wanted to do something different. We like ever since COVID, right? There's been like this. Well, maybe a little before that, but it really took off during COVID, in my opinion. Like there was this wave of content creation and you know what you're putting out there, you know, mattering. You know what I mean? As far as building your brand and things of that nature, we were kind of thinking, not kind of, we were thinking that way back then. You know, we wanted to put as much out there as best as we could, as much as we could, and that's kind of what we aim to do. You know, it wasn't always like the super best quality, because I honestly, like, a lot of people now know me for graphics, right? But
Right.
I learned graphics doing ETD, you know, because overhead kind of became an issue. You know what I mean? We knew we wanted to do this quite a bit, and you know, we kind of needed to cut that overhead. So, you know, I jumped into Photoshop, learned what I could, and yeah, and now I do graphics for people like URL and shit, or companies like URL and shit. You know, who knew? But it kind of came full circle, because when I was in Patterson, I was actually going to school for web design and graphic design.
Okay.
You know, I ended up, you know, taking the wrong path or whatever, dropping out of school, came down here, detoured for a shitload of years. You know what I mean? But you know, now it's kind of come full circle.
Okay. Now, challenges back then. I mean, I can imagine you're starting. You have this first event. You decide that you're gonna make this league. Then you start having these multiple events. You're trying to kill overhead, right, and all that stuff. What were some of your main challenges, you think, running that league?
I think some of the main challenges are the same challenges that other league owners run into, and that's the uncertainty in booking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of uncertainty in it. When MCs decide to not show up last minute or the day of, or not show up, or no show, no call, you know what I mean? And then you're just like, all right, well, now I got to tell the people that this battle is not happening. That happens quite a bit.
Yeah, and then you got to fill in, 20, 30 minutes?
Fill in 20, 30 minutes, or just, you know, people just end up waiting, you know what I mean, for another battle or whatnot. And it's just, that could turn into a, you know, even me talking about it now, it sounds like it's not that big a deal, but it can really turn into quite a bit of a headache.
Oh yeah, and then people grouchy. We were there at some of the events. I mean, we went through it sometimes where we'd be there and we'd wait, and then like after like 2 hours of waiting, we find out like 2 of the battles canceled because somebody decided not to show up. Somebody else got arrested or something, and
yeah, that happens quite a bit, man. And you know, a lot of times, it kind of sucks. Not kind of, really sucks for the opponent too, because this is material that it's not like a stage performance to where you could just perform at the next club.
right.
You know what I mean? This is,
It's specific.
if you're an avid writer, this is crafted for your opponent. So it's like you can't just really, I mean, you can adjust it or whatever. If you're writing universal bars, you can adjust them or whatever towards the next person. But for an avid battle rap writer who's breaking down, who's done his research, who's, you know, breaking down your lifestyle, what it is you do, your beliefs and things of that nature, you can't really just switch that to the next person.
Yeah.
So yeah, that really sucks for the opponents as well.
You had all that ready for gutter, bro?
I was, son. I was even practicing that joint in the hospital, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got to the hospital. I remember I got to the hospital because I went because it felt like I had like my chest was heavy and I felt like I had burps backed up, but I couldn't let them out, son. So after like 3-4 hours, took a shower, it wasn't going away. So let me go to the hospital. Boom. I go to the hospital and they're like, all right, we're going to keep you. You see the doctor and it was like, I see the doctor in the morning. So I was like, all right, I'll be out of here by that time. So let me go ahead and just keep practicing my joints. You know what I'm saying? Doctor came in, he's like, hey, you ain't got nowhere, son. You suffered a minor heart attack. We got to go in there and clear that blockage out. I was like, damn, son. Even after the surgery, I was like, yo, how long I'm in here, son? I'm trying to get up out of here. I got things to do, son.
Damn.
But never happened. It set me back like 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it took about 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, it set me back like 2 years. So I mean, I guess it wasn't meant to be, son. I think it
So you
would.
telling me-
I think with Gutter's style and my style, it would have been problematic in the building, son. Like his delivery, my delivery, and I don't know him, he don't know me. It would have turned into like something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not to say no violence and nothing like that, but it would have got close, B.
You know what? I think that's important for battle rap. Like, fans love to feel that at any moment something could pop off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
few
That
times something did.
believability is key. That is so key for battle rap. And you know what? That's in the past. I would say, I don't know, 5-6 years. That's changed quite a bit to where it's like,
Yeah, cause they tell niggas you go ahead and do what you gotta do. You ain't getting paid, son. So niggas think twice before they even get paid.
no. What I mean is that anybody can get up there and spit gun bars. Now,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's just become kind of like the thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
gun bars are extremely heavy and it kind of just it doesn't matter what type of person, like if you're about that life or not. That shit just doesn't matter anymore. And if it's fire, it's fire. You know what I mean? But to me, that's kind of like a double-edged sword because I'm one of those people that I like the believability. You know what I mean? I like the feeling of, bro, this dude might get slapped right now. You know what I mean? Like that.
You
I
feeling like
love
that's
that.
not the case now? You feeling like it's feeling a little safe?
It's very safe. It's very safe. But, you know, I don't want to call that a bad thing, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying.
I don't want to call that a bad thing either, you know, so.
But the edge does help.
The edge does help. Me personally, it does help. I don't want to speak for everyone, but.
This goes back to what I told you last week, Solo. People are prone to be entertained by violence or the appearance of violence or the possibility of violence.
Don't do that because we're talking about an art
That's
form.
the edge.
We're not talking music. We're talking about a separate entity of rap, which is art. It's art. Now it's predictive. Now it's art. Niggas know niggas is up there faking that joint, son.
Some of them believe themselves.
And they rightfully they have to because they gotta deliver it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like twerk pulls up to a battle, 100 deep, son. I'm like, yo, where all these niggas is going, bro? What? What exactly? You a big nigga in yourself, bro. You bringing 100 niggas with you, B? I know you're not about to let all these niggas in the back door, son.
That's a lot of square footage.
It's a little,
well, yeah, like that's enough to fill the building. You don't need nobody else coming with you, son.
might be a stage liability as well.
Yeah, it might be.
That's crazy, son.
We had a few of those. There's a few things that popped off at the ETD.
Yeah.
There was a few events,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff did pop off.
There was one where it wouldn't calm down for a little while, and it just kept going for a little while. People were very angry that day.
Was that the one in? Because we did one. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was ETD 5, if I'm not mistaken, that we did at Fort Knox Studio, and that one got kind of crazy.
That one got kind of crazy too. Yeah, now
holes put in walls and.
Yeah, that one did
Drums
get a
was
crazy.
kicking niggas out left and right.
I left before it got too crazy that day. Yeah, I left before.
Somebody passed out that day because it was pretty hot in there.
People pushed the boundaries. I know H pushed the boundaries a little bit with his pictures.
That's right. H did do that.
Yeah,
he did do that. H, you did. Yeah, that was a fun battle though, man.
That was a fun battle.
And that one reverberated through the city a bit. Yeah.
Then there was another one. Shout out Spade Life. Somebody allegedly got handled in the building. One of those.
You
events.
know what? I didn't see that one. If I did, I really don't remember it. But
there was some dude that was like causing a problem or something, and then I guess he tested out one of the guys and
got handled.
Oh yeah, he got handled real quick. It was like there was no hesitation. It was just like, guy, stop.
Every time, every time I watched the video, it was always Deuce and Big Deal going at it, son. One time I see these niggas outside the building ready to fight, and I'm like, yo, these niggas is going at it again, son.
That's true, bro. I forgot about that as well.
Niggas,
Yeah, that was
them niggas was
yeah.
always going at it each other's neck, son. I don't even know if that was staged. I don't know what. I know every time I turn around, these niggas was outside ready to fight, son.
You know what? But when Big Deal came in, bro, he made such an impact in the group. Like his
that
was
GPS
heavy.
bar, that GPS bar took him to another level, son.
You know what though? Big Deal would have half of the battle won before the battle started.
Oh yeah, because he was hilarious.
He was hilarious, and he would just get at you in the group with no remorse, none at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was, and he was very. It's kind of how Solo is a lot of times. What I say is, especially as an MC, very bulletproof. Like you could say whatever you want, and it's like, yeah, I'm unbothered.
There's only a certain amount of big niggas who's like that, son. Like you know me, when we was in school, you went to school with me, son. Like I was bullied. Like you, there was nothing you could tell me, son. Yeah. I was the flyest nigga. I walked around like I was $150. You know what I'm saying? all the women love me. You know what I'm saying? And I never experienced bullying for being a big dude, son. Never. I was always chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't letting niggas. I wasn't having it, son. I wasn't having it. And then we was comfortable in our skin, and that's exactly what Big Deal was. Not in real life and on stage. He's like that because I follow him. He's just like that. He's a lovable dude. But at the same time, if you don't know him, you're like, yo, this nigga's cocky as shit, and that's.
Yep.
And he's obnoxious.
Yeah, but he's mad. He's cool, son.
Nah, he is super cool, man. He is.
You know what I mean, and so is Will. You know what I mean? Will's another one, son. Like if you don't know him, like yo, this nigga is super cocky, b. You know what I'm saying? But he's a cool dude, son. I spent many DMs with him talking. You know what I mean? So if you wouldn't know these niggas and you would watch that battle, that's how I felt about Gutter. Because again, I didn't have a personal relationship with him, and off the rips, as I was battling him, I already took like offense off rips, son. Off rip, I already took offense, not even knowing the dude. You know what I'm saying? So from there on, since I never got to battle him, I never liked it, the niggas, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Held the grudge for a battle you couldn't make.
Yeah, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But
respectfully.
And then respectfully.
Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure he's a cool dude. I just because of that, because I never got to eat, I never got off, never liked the niggas, son.
Now you mad.
That's just how rap works.
That is hilarious. Any other names that y'all can think of out of ETD that you feel like have made some waves since then?
Yeah, there's a few. Deuce has definitely done his thing.
Shout out Deuce.
Super.
Loso has definitely done his thing.
Shout out Loso.
Battling overseas and things of that nature. Things like that are just
he got to stop. Well, he's got to stop wearing his chest out, son. He got to close that up, son.
Me and him, he had put a post up about putting his eyes chinky when he takes a picture, and I was like, yeah, I be doing the same thing, bro. Guilty. Or the minute the camera pop up, you like, I'm Chinese for a minute. But yeah, Loso's making some moves. He's dope. I saw that.
Loso's definitely. A lot of people say Craig Lamar started with ETD. Technically, he did not. He definitely had a couple battles on Grind Time before ETD, which is how I got to see him, because at the time it didn't matter what league it was. I could watch any battle, and that's what I would do in order to to find people to bring to ETD. But yeah, he definitely had a couple battles. Whether he would claim a Grind Time start off or not, I'm not too sure, because Grind Time is it's been rebranded now to GTX by Disaster and Lush One. But as far as all of the original Grind Time footage and all those battles that were on World Star Hip Hop and made online headlines and things of that nature, yeah, they no longer. They don't. How can I say this? I'm really trying to be nice. They don't hold as much weight as they did. You know what I mean? Like for whatever reason that may be, might talk to a lot of battle rappers who, might be pretty specific with their reasons. Yeah, it just doesn't hold the same weight that it did back then. Well, back when, when Grind Time first started, because make no mistake, Grind Time is the reason for battle rap popping off online.
Yeah.
There was definitely Smack DVD before that, and they had the street culture down packed. They had that, no question. But as far as an online impact, that was definitely Grind Time.
Shout out Matt Ills.
Yeah, shout out Matt Ills. That was definitely Grind Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what made you what makes you talking about that? What makes you feel like ETD? It's a question I'm trying to talk English here. All right. What makes ETD different? Like when you guys came out with it, what do you feel like made you stand apart from what was already existing?
I would say that the effort we put into the production value of it, the effort we put into trying to put out personal flyers. I don't know if anyone else that did this, but for MCs that hadn't really built a name for themselves yet, and didn't really have a battle fee, we had things implemented to where they could sell tickets and they get a portion of that bread to keep for themselves.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And at the time, for the city of Tampa, that was a bit different.
Yeah, there wasn't an outlet for battle rap in Tampa at that time.
Yeah,
That's one of the things that in the documentary that they caught some of what I was saying there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would. That's what I would say. Yeah, I mean, there was if I'm not mistaken, I think AWOL at the time would like go around the city and battle people off the top.
Nobody liked it, that nigga, son. No, that nigga never got love, son. Every time I turn around, he was online mad, son. He was but like he said, he was the most consistent. He didn't allow that to stop him. Like he just kept going. It don't matter what niggas had to say about him. He was always on go mode all the way. Like if you fast forward to now niggas is showing that nigga love, son. But every time you heard AWOL back in the day, it was like, this nigga, son, again, son. You know what I mean? So, yeah, son. And Craig Lamar, man, I was a super fan of Craig Lamar. I used to be so hyped to watch his battles. And then my man would disappoint me with forgetting his rhyme, B. And I'd be like, yo, Craig, come on, son. Every time, son, he would kill me with forgetting a line, forgetting not even a whole round, son. And that was he was, you know what I mean, was one of my favorites. But I follow Deuce to the max. I like watching Deuce battles. Deuce creativity is crazy. You know what I'm saying? On top of everything he got going on, is his creativity, his pen game is wild, son.
Yeah. I agree. Deuce, he puts a lot of focus on his setup to the punch. I know a lot of MCs focus on a fire punchline, but that setup to get to that fire punchline is so important.
It's so crafted. It's crazy.
Man, he just did a 1-round battle on Zoo Battle League against Ghost. Shout out to Ghost. Man, y'all just need to see this 1-round battle. It's crazy. Deuce's setups are bananas.
Well, I think the magic to his setups is that you kind of know where he's going, but you don't know how.
Yeah.
And so when he drops it, it's like it's that moment where you're like, "Oh, that's how you're gonna. That's how you were gonna say it."
Yeah.
You asshole. I'd be so mad if I was your opponent.
Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, I think Solo would have been good on. Solo would have been fire. He would have smoothed the boots off of people.
I agree.
Oh, look at that. His Wi-Fi is bugging.
Well, I'm good, son.
Your Wi-Fi wasn't making it.
You know I'm in the sticks, B. You know I'm out here, son. I'm
so,
out here.
so from then to now, like I mean, it's been a while. How long ago was that the first event?
Oh man, I want to say that was 2013, if I remember, late 2012, early 2013, if I remember.
So we're 10 years later,
Probably.
around the same time as
Man,
Snooze Button.
please.
Yeah. Well, actually, it might be a little longer than that. It might have been 2011 because, yeah, it was definitely before the
Snooze
snooze.
Button.
By the time the snooze button came out, we were already on like ETD 5, but there was a lot of in between events before the main ETD events. Like there was a run we did with H at the Cypher where we ran ETD prelims.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of other prelim events. So yeah, man, it might have been 2011.
Wow. So
Yeah.
over a decade, bro.
Yeah.
From then to now, what do you think is different on how do you feel like ETD has impacted the culture of battle rap? Because I know it has. I mean, you guys had your hands in a lot of things. It wasn't just your league. Because
How do we impact the culture? It's a pretty big culture. I would say we impacted the city's culture.
mm-hmm.
I would say we motivated and sparked a lot of people who maybe weren't thinking about battle rapping at all
Mm-hmm.
to jump into it. I would definitely say that. I would say that we probably influenced some people to do battle rap, acapella battle rap events as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really, I don't really remember anyone doing those here in the city before we brought it
Yeah.
in the picture. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely
I
say that.
I think it brought a breath of fresh air to the culture. It brought something to for people to look forward to. It brought, like you said, um it brought people to do things that they wouldn't have thought of doing. Because you could sit and you could watch battle rap all day, but when you're talking about something locally, you're like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? I can get into that. I could partake of that.
It becomes achievable, Well,
Yeah.
not that the bigger
It
stages
definitely
aren't.
becomes achievable, especially for the niggas who can't rap on beats. Huh? You know what I'm saying? So like, oh, I could do this. You know what I
I
mean?
saw a
And
curveball coming.
you
Come on.
know what I'm saying? So it definitely was a breath of fresh air. It was something new for people to grasp onto and be a part of, even if they wasn't a part of it, they was there to witness it,
Yeah.
and that made them a part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
there was something that we figured out too. I think because we were trying for a while to kind of merge because we sat on the fence. Like you guys were doing this battle rap league, but we knew each other from events, from performance events. And I know there was a period of time there where we were trying to figure out how to merge the two things, or merge the two crowds. And it was like we couldn't ever really figure out the formula because the crowd was so different.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they've ever really solved that?
No. No, I don't think it's been. I think it's been close. I think the closest I would say someone has gotten to it would definitely be H, because H, has, as of recently, he's done acapella rap battles, but the acapella rap battles aren't the sole focus of the event.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
basically
mean?
in the middle of Loud on 7th, yeah. And they
Yeah,
have
so there's
he
performances
still
there.
got him
and they
rap
have
battle in that club
performances as well.
Sky. B. You said he got a rap battle in that club Sky. So it's like you can see kind of a merge. Just leave it up to H, B. I'm about to leave it up to H, B. You know what I'm saying?
Which, by the way, we have both those battles
It's the whole
on
pop theory.
blackmarket.tv. So just a heads up.
Oh,
So-
dude, I
We live streamed them, bro, from the location.
go check.
Yeah, we live streamed them. And I think there's official Loud on 7th, drops that they did like post.
Yeah.
Mr. H. Shout out H. So we got a documentary coming up talking about all this.
Dude.
Was that you or Vega, or was that like a combined?
That was actually Vega.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just hit me up one day and said, "Listen, I got an idea to do this documentary. You think it's possible?" Hell yeah, it's possible. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
And yeah, the wheels just started turning, and yeah,
Came
we
in
got
with
it
the big
going.
light. Yeah. Came in with the big light, bro. Hit me with the big light. Put 2 cameras on you. The feeling like you're in a movie.
It still look like he got it on you, son.
You stupid. We just had H over here filming his part of the
That's right.
part of it, right?
Yeah, that was a dope interview, man.
Yeah.
H kind of took me down memory lane a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. How do you feel about the documentary? Like, I know you've probably seen a lot of different clips. I mean, seeing it all come together, how you feeling about it?
I think it's gonna be amazing, man. I think it's gonna be amazing. Shout out to Vega for even thinking of doing this, because it's definitely a lot of work, that goes into getting a documentary done. But I think it's gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna answer some unanswered questions about ETD, as far as the downfall and things of that nature.
Things we can't apparently can't talk about right now. So
Can't talk about right now.
you'll see it on the documentary.
You'll
Okay,
definitely see it on
Solo,
the doc.
you'll see it in the documentary. No es pa hoy.
Why you look mad about it, Solo?
Well, I'm listening, son. I'm entertained, kid. I know what happened, son. You know what I'm saying? I know. Hit me up. Hit the Cash App. I'll tell you what happened. You know?
50%. I need 50% of that.
Yeah. I give you that Christmas deal, son. Hit me up. Okay, I got it all. I trade for
I think
peace.
it's gonna be amazing, though, man.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be. Yeah, I think it's gonna be amazing.
How y'all thinking
Nah,
about
that
kicking it
first,
off? Huh?
that first clip looks fire. That first clip looks pretty dope.
He putting in work,
Right.
bro.
Vega put
Yeah,
his
it-
fucking foot in that shit, bro.
He's
That
very
shit was-
passionate
So
about it.
now we
Very.
see you with the camera in your hand. Let's not just get vague. We see you with the camera in your hand. I know you do no, relax. I know you do graphics and all that. Son.
No,
I know
listen,
you do
there's
graphics
a
and all that.
difference, though. There's really okay.
No,
Like
no, I get it.
I can pick up a camera. I can, maybe shoot a music video. I could take some decent pictures and things of that
That's
nature.
exact-
I'm a
see, that-
videographer. No, there's a difference, my brother.
That's
There
all the
really-
answers I needed. That's all the
No.
answers I needed.
No, there really is a difference. Like Vega does cinematography, and there's a big difference in being a videographer and a cinematographer. Like, you've got to know things like lighting, what picture profiles to shoot in, where to put the camera, how to bounce light off of what to get the right highlight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you saw when we were doing H's joint.
Yeah.
There was like this big half a wall next to H, and that's because, sometimes the bounce of the light has to be, just right. If I need to do something like that, I can, look it up. I'll make it happen if it needs to happen. But to have that train of thought going into things and having things planned out, that's cinematography. I can't even fully explain to you what cinematography is.
No. I get it. That wasn't I already got my answers. I just wanted to make sure what you do with the camera. My answer was I wasn't saying your involvement in the whole documentary. I'm just saying, well, I see you with the camera, and what was the meaning behind you with the camera?
Oh yeah,
Now
I do a little bit. Yeah, I do a little bit
yeah.
with the camera. Yeah.
That's all I need to know. I already follow you on the gram, so I definitely going. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk. We gonna talk. I just got my answers. You heard?
Yeah, I do a little bit. Yeah, you can definitely hit me up, but damn sure.
Although when I think of the city, and I think of people who have contributed to the city and really influenced the culture of the city, and we've been around for a while, all of us here.
Yeah.
And you're one of those people. I mean, the style of way that you shot videos, the way you did the graphics, your rhyming, like everything, the crews that you were a part of, the events that you guys created, like Annex has been an impact in himself. Like
I appreciate it.
ETD has as well, but so has Annex. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like, I mean, we're older now, so do you sometimes reflect back on it, or do you not notice that?
I mean, sometimes, like as of recently, like I've done a few podcasts and things of that nature, and people have said this, you know, so it kind of does make me think back a little bit, and it's like, damn, you know what, we kind of did do that, you know what I mean? But then again, even in reflecting, it's never a I did do that, or I did make an impact in the city. You know, I never see it as like I did something, because it never really was just me. You know what I mean?
It was everyone. Yeah.
It was everyone. It was everyone. It was you. It was Slick. It was Big Dog. You know, with the very first venue. Like, if all of these things didn't line up, you know what I mean, to help us in our vision, then, you know, it would have never happened. So, or maybe it would have, but maybe it wouldn't have been as impactful. It just would have been a different path.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, so I never really see it as like I've done that or I've done this, because even in EST, I was never alone. That was actually, EST was a time where I was least alone. Like 60 of us. Yeah, I'm exaggerating.
H was like, that was the nicest one in the crew. Yeah.
Yo, J20 was fire.
Yeah. You always been a beast, though.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, because I kind of think back on, like, and I told Solo this before when we were doing the documentary up in New York with these guys, and I went to the Wild Style anniversary. I sat in a room with some of the legends that have like created this culture, that pioneered this whole thing, right? One day, and you know, when you're in a room with a group of people and you weren't there, you know, I tend to just shut up and I'll just like soak in whatever and I'll listen, right? Kind of observe the conversations and kind of blend into the background. As I'm hearing them talk, it reminded me of the things we've done. These guys weren't talking about how they created this culture that all these people, you know, made money off of, and those weren't really the conversations. Their conversations were what they did in their neighborhoods, and oh, you remember so and so, and then so and so used to rap. Like, the impacts that really mattered at that age now are what were the immediate impacts. So it has, like, in the last few months, I've actually, like, that experience has like made me think about the impacts we've made. Like, if that's what matters, and we look at the impacts we made as different crews, as different people, and even the ways that we work together, I think we created ways of working together that people still use to today, you know, and the bartering systems that they use and things like that. And look at how we impacted the culture. I mean, we were the same thing. You can't discredit what we did and how we contributed to people, right? That's our legacy at the end of the day.
Why are you making me feel like I'm discrediting people?
No, you're not discrediting anybody.
Damn,
I'm
dog.
just saying. Don't downplay it.
So what, bro? So what? Let him discredit the niggas.
Solo.
No, I guess I didn't think about it like that, man.
You know? Yeah, they weren't talking about nothing, bro, but what was going on in their neighborhood. Like, none of that other shit mattered.
It's crazy.
It's kind of crazy. Like, I was sitting in that room. So I think
You know
about it
what?
the same way with us.
Now that you say that, like, that is something I wish was well, you know what? I could probably just speak for battle rap, because as far as the music scene, I haven't really been in tune with the music scene in recent years, but I do wish that and this is not just the city of Tampa. I would say Florida as a state. Like, I wish there was a lot more going on like that. Like, you know, reaching out to just different outlets and maybe trying to break the mold as far as how things are done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that's something I wish was going on.
I don't think people got enough budget for it. I think that's what it really comes down to. There's not
you know,
enough money in the city.
You know what, though? We didn't have much budget. We didn't have any budget.
No, we learned shit. Solo been learning how to edit videos on his phone.
No shit.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
And like it brought me back to when you talking about full circle, because I literally went to college after high school for graphic design. The only reason why I dropped out was because the first semester was about drawing. And I went up to the teacher and I said, listen, I ain't signed up for drawing. I signed up for graphic design on a computer. I enjoy it. I can't draw. You're going to get stick figures out of me the entire semester. And that's a fact. So don't waste my time and let me know if I'm wasting my time. And she said, unfortunately, you have to draw in your first semester in order to get to the next step. I took my book bag off, I gave it to her, and I walked out the door. And from that day, and from
Give her
that
your
day,
book bag though.
Yeah, I was just thinking that actually. Why'd you give her your book back?
because they gave me all the supplies. They had the drawing pads. They had, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I was finding a way to go around that because again, I wasn't gonna make myself. I don't know how to draw. I was never interested in drawing. I wanted to do everything computerized. Learn how to do graphic design on a computer. That's what I was there for. And apparently, in orientation, I didn't express myself good enough for them to understand that because they kept telling me don't worry about it. So when I got there and I heard the teacher say, you have to pass this in order to get to that. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, here you go. I'm out of here. I'm not going to keep wasting my money for something that I know I'm not going to pass because I'm not interested in it. And from that day on, I was like, yo, I never put my mind no more to graphic design. You know what I'm saying? So here we are 20-something years later, and I got my own movement going, and it's like you said, finding ways to cut costs. Now I'm learning it myself, and I'm figuring out things myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's drawing interest in me because YouTube is one hell of a drug, son. You know what I'm saying? That's free classes that you take, tutorials that you could take. It's about putting in the time. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it gets boring. Yes, it's time consuming, but how much do you want it? You know what I'm saying? So it's teaching me a lot, and I'm able to you know what I mean, go around and figure things out for the sake of the movement. You know what I mean? So I do wish that I would have learned this years ago. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And I don't live with my expectations in the past. I live them in the future. So if I was to sit here and focus on my expectations in the past, I'll never get nowhere. So my expectations are moving forward. So I got no choice but to learn and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And I figure things out all day. And I've gotten over the fear of let me not put nothing out because it's not perfected. Nah, I just put things out all day and I learn as I go. Like you said, like you would sit here and say, yo, them flyers back in the day, you look at them now, you're like, they trash compared to what I can do. You know what I'm saying? But you put them out. You know what I mean? By putting them out, it gave you that push to keep going and not just keep them in the chamber. You turn 90 years old and then you finally gonna put your flyer out because you perfected it. You know what I'm saying? So I just put content out and it flows how it flows. You know what I'm saying? So hit the Cash App. I give you good messages. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessing all tonight.
I see you learn monetization real quick.
You learned that shit. He said monitor what? On Cash App. Put it on the bottom of the screen.
Nah, but you know what I mean? It's you know, like I said, when you say it came back full circle, that's exactly what I went through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's usually how it does.
Yeah, and I'm learning the whole music video thing. I play around with it here and there, you know what I'm saying? And the people that I'm around, I've dealt with people who use cameras, and I've dealt. My last two videos were shot on a Samsung 24 joint.
23. They don't got 24 yet. I'm waiting for 24.
And I literally laughed at the joint. Like I was laughing, and I'm like, "Yo, you really about to shoot the video with that, son?" And this man won. He literally showed me he won awards shooting videos with that phone. You know what I'm saying? Like skills like that. So I can't hate on the dude. You know what I mean? Our last video was shot with that 23. You know what I'm saying? So it was funny because this weekend he did it again, and we shot it. So I took a couple shots. I posted them online, video shoot today, and we had some ignorant nigga on there. Oh, you shooting a video with a phone? That's what we doing now. And I laughed because that man could do better work than that person could do with that camera that he walks around in Hong Kong with. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, that's sweet.
you know what I mean? So you see what I did? You see what I did there, right? You see what I did there, right? You heard? You know
Shout
what I'm
out Nick
saying?
Cage.
So you know what I mean? So I just
Oh
you know what
snap!
I mean? I ignore the stupidity because when niggas can't make it in America, they run to Hong Kong. So we just
Yo,
gotta,
him and them, they've been going at it for a while, bro.
you know
I
what
be
I'm
having them on
saying?
the podcast here going at it.
He over there abusing on these Chinese kids, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you heard? But yeah, he done some dope work with that camera, so I'm learning a little bit, you know what I mean? And I got a what is it? 8K camera here that I haven't even played with.
An
But I'm
8K
excited.
camera.
Six or eight.
Oh.
One of the two. But I'm excited to play with it, you know what I'm saying? So I YouTube videos all day, and you know,
Let me hold that, bro.
yeah, I got the cash app, son. You heard?
Nah, yeah, phone music videos are definitely actually you can do way more than just music videos with phones
I
nowadays.
watch these YouTube tutorials, B, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy the way they be doing these videos with these phones, son.
Yeah, phone camera's been getting nuts.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think the video you're gonna play, or the one the one you said you were gonna play a little later on in the show, half of that, if not more than that, was shot on a Galaxy 3. If I'm not, am I right, man? 3 or 4, something like that. This was about 70% of that video of Pick It Up was shot on a phone.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very doable.
Very.
No, it's the return of the real, son.
Okay, I don't know how that plays.
So what's the difference between shooting with, because the phones do have pretty good cameras nowadays. So what's the difference between somebody shooting with a phone and shooting with a camera, since you're a camera guy? What's the benefit of doing it with a camera over a phone?
With a camera over a phone?
Yeah.
In my opinion, you get and honestly, this is something that has changed recently. But I would have said, if you would have asked me this a couple years ago, I would have said you have a lot more control. You have a lot more control of the settings with a camera. You got a lot more color control, because with a camera you can shoot with a flat picture profile and things of that nature, to where when you bring it into the editing program, you now have a lot more highlights and shadows to do whatever the hell it is you want to do, as far as darkness, brightness, colors, detail, all that shit.
Gotcha.
But nowadays, you can do that with a phone as well. You can download something like, and actually, I think the new iPhone 15, you don't even have to download an app. You can already shoot at a log picture profile, which is nuts.
Like
I know,
raw, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I think the 14. I think the 14, maybe a little sooner than that, but they were doing ProRes. Now the 15 has log, which is just crazy to have on your hip. It's crazy, you know what I mean? Like that's a major step, I don't know, it's a big step. It's fire.
People gonna just start doing everything on phones soon. I mean, they're gonna be cheaper.
They do it anyways, huh?
It's definitely. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are doing it now.
I do feel like sometimes the color and the lighting control on phones are easier. Like it automates a lot of it accurately.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it may, like, I know people who do videography and stuff like that probably like look at it and be like, oh, why are you doing it? That's too easy. But it is.
There's nothing.
It is easy.
There's nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with easy if it's still the right way to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing wrong with easy at all.
Now, is there something that a phone can't do that a camera can? Do you feel like a phone will never really be able to do?
Never really be able to do?
Yeah.
I would never say never, as far as
Okay.
phones have made so many leaps and bounds. I would never say never, man. Like the sensors are getting bigger, they're adding more lenses. I know that on my iPhone anyway, like the zoom in is a bit wonky. Like when you go from 1x to 3x, it kind of does like this little,
It shakes a lot.
yeah, like it shakes or something. So there's little, minor shit like that, but that's all shit that can be fixed with updates and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Like phones are getting way more updates faster than cameras do.
Yeah,
Like,
that's facts.
You know what I mean? You get firmware updates, like they just don't come as fast and as often than they do with phones.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I think eventually, like, unless you're someone that is charging buku, like, okay, for like cinematographers, in my opinion, or professional videographers, like customers don't really want to see you pull up to the shoot with a phone. They don't want to see you pull up with the same thing they have in your pocket, and they're paying these thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? So I think there's always going to be some kind of use for cameras and high-end filmmaking and things of that nature. But yeah, I think phones are going to smash shit. They are.
Putting all the independent videographers in business and some out. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you rig it out, you get you a nice rig, some proper lighting, you know what I mean? You could do a lot with a phone, bro.
They got all kinds of stuff for the phone, bro. I was going crazy on Amazon, son. That's crazy the thing that they got for the phone. You turn this phone into a whole. You walk around with this big thing, and you don't even notice there's a phone in the middle of it until you literally look.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole rigs.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's nuts what you could do with a phone now, bro.
So this video, Pick It Up, that's the one that was produced by David Bose, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? That was shot with a phone.
That was shot with about 70% of it was shot with an S3, and then the rest of it was done with a Lumix G7.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes, my girlfriend Tracy Gonzalez helped me out with that video.
Yeah, she did.
She's over here in the cuss.
She's even in it.
I helped.
She was like, "You wasn't doing that by yourself." Better recollect. The first one that we played, the Trash Talk, the 2-minute windows. You did a few episodes of those, the 2-minute windows.
Yeah.
I think I understand the 2-minute window concept. So explain to me a little bit about that one before.
So 2-minute window was just the most fire shit that I could do with 2 minutes or less, or in 2 minutes or less. That's why all the ones you see on there are either 2 minutes, maybe a tad bit. I think one may be like a few seconds over, but 2 minutes or less. Yeah. So it's pretty self-explanatory. 2-minute window.
So yeah, you had a lot of different animations in this one.
Yeah.
So even the setting, it was like in the back. It was out there. It was out there in like a backyard.
Yeah, that was actually my mom's. The opposite side of that camera shot is the front door to my mom's crib. Literally, that couch was about to be tossed, and it was literal trash. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this damn thing to use one last time before it gets tossed. And yeah, that's how it got used.
That was always the magic of your stuff. It was always like you could take the most mundane things and make it look dope in a shot.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
that was real spontaneous. Like I don't even think I had an idea to shoot a video that morning. Like it was just like, you know what? I feel like shooting something. Let me see if I get a clean shot right here. The shot looked good.
Light work.
Did a quick little video.
See that, Solo? Light work.
Yeah, I remember me and Miko did a 230-minute video in the back of my uncle's mechanic shop.
Yeah, I still got that one.
Yeah, bro.
On YouTube, bro.
It was the most uncomfortable thing I ever did, son.
Why was it uncomfortable?
Because when you go to mechanic shop, there's just shit everywhere, son. and then they got a bunch of shit in the backyard that they probably ain't even walked through in years. It's just sitting there, so you don't know what's going on. And we in Florida, snakes, spiders, an alligator might pop out of somebody's car that's been sitting there for 40 years. You don't know, son. So the whole time I'm rapping, I'm literally looking over my shoulder, like, and then we in the sticks.
Yeah.
You never know if a cow or something, a goat might pop out of left field.
Bobcat.
Exactly. You know what I mean? A coyote out of nowhere to come culo loco. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Retarded.
I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah. So tell me about the concept on Pick It Up. What's the concept for that one?
The song concept itself was I'm kind of just dropping gems, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it might sound like I'm essentially I'm dropping gems to myself. Like whenever you hear me, like if I sound like I'm trying to drop a gem or give some knowledge, a lot of times I'm really trying to reiterate these points within myself.
Facts.
You know what I
do
mean?
the same. Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, that's pretty much what that was. And it was as far as the video itself, it was stupid simple. It's a literal walk to the park. You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
Timberlane. I lived there for a while. Shout out
A walk to
Timberlane.
Timberlane Park, and pretty much kind of back around that time, me and Slick Worthington, we had this thing we were doing called Dungeon Worthies.
Mm-hmm. I remember them.
And a lot of times I would meet up with an MC at the park. You know what I mean? I would set up the cameras. They would do something spoken word. Again, nothing on the beat.
I think FemSoul did one too. Or did
FemSoul did one. My man Arcade did one. My man Hayes did one. Lord Sparks did one. Slick himself did one. I did the original one, which is trash. Like the video work itself, I think it's so trash, bro. Looking at it now,
I have to check it out now.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the bars and I'll flex the shit out them bars. I ain't even gonna front. Them bars was fire, but that camera work was atrocious. But but I did learn, like you can tell that there was a definite difference every time I did one. My man Diaz did one as well, which is you remember High Collide?
Yeah.
So yep.
High Collide, him and Diaz were I forgot what they were called, but they were a duo.
I could lie. Wow, son. Yeah, I remember that cat.
Yeah. So they were. He did one. Yeah, man, I had a few of those done. So the concept of Pick It Up was pretty much one of those walks to the park, to where I would just, so you see me taking a walk to the park, setting up the camera, whatever, taking it down, and walking back to the crib. I mean, and then you see some shots of, there's like a little outside area right outside the park where it's kind of like a little, what do you call that thing? It's not a river, but it's like a real small, yeah, it's like a ditch. You know, fills up with water when it fucking rains. A big ditch. Anyway,
like Timberlane does.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So there's kind of like a walk-in performance shot that my girl shot, and that was pretty much the premise of that video.
Yeah, it was a dope video. Got a great message to it. We're gonna close out with it. Solo, you got anything else, bro?
I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep, man.
You got any shout outs, Annex?
Yeah, I do actually.
Well, drop them.
If you've sat down at all for us with the documentary, if you've in any way, shape, or form, language, lingo, or hieroglyphic helped out ETD, EST, myself in any endeavor at all, major thank you. Yeah, every MC that's been involved, every cameraman that's decided to pick up and document anything that I do, that ETD does, that EST did. Thank you.
Word up. Shout out, Annex. I thank you for coming by, bro. I've been wanting to get you on since we were starting this thing. I think I told you about it before we even started.
You definitely did.
So I'm glad we got you in here.
Likewise.
You told me to give you some time, so it's a good time, I guess.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Looking forward to the bars, bro. Annex is writing bars, bro. He's gonna start dropping some tracks. That's what I heard.
I can't wait, son. I might just wait to listen to what he got, so I have to rewrite my joints.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewrite mine too. Yeah.
Y'all crazy, man. Cut it out.
All right, y'all know what it is. BlackMarket.tv. Share, like, subscribe. Catch us on Roku. Catch us online on YouTube, Facebook, all that. Peace.
Love.
No, I ain't no TD Jakes or nothing like that. I'm just saying. Look, appreciate that you alive. Some people ain't.
Thank the fact that you can walk. Some people can't. Be who you are and only change for better. Never let the bread be the only reason you get up. Stand for something through any dirt they dig up. Never let the mirror see a rich bitch nigga. Treat a hoe like the quality she projects you, but treat your woman like the queen you standing next to. Wake up and do what's needed if you really got a dream. Turn your dream into a vision and relay it through a team. And knowledge gives you the power to create a better choice. So learn, don't be the dummy that falls in love with his voice. So if you hear me drop a jam, in case it don't happen again, now I ain't preaching, I'm just saying. Now I ain't preaching, I'm just saying. Cause I ain't never, I had to learn to, never too late to, never too late to. Cause I ain't never, I had to learn to, never too late to, never too late to. Don't be a boy, be a man. Don't be a dad, be a father. Be a son, stay away from the opposite end of karma. Be a man of principle, admit when you're wrong. Be confident, but don't ever consider yourself invincible. Never judge, never lose who you are. You put yourself in other shoes, remember to take them off. Be self-driven if you're doing what you love, but understand that even the best of us benefit from a shove. Pave a better path if your struggle is the streets, cause what you do when you down creates who you're gonna be. Let your past keep you humble, let your future be your motive. Triangles with a circle of niggas that keep you focused. Even if you agree with none of the above, never trade the bigger picture for that double tap love. I said if you agree with none of the above, never trade the bigger picture for that double tap love. If you hear me drop a jam, in case it don't happen again, now I ain't preaching, I'm just saying. Now I ain't preaching, I'm just saying. Cause I ain't never, I had to learn to, never too late to, never too late to. Cause I ain't never, I had to learn to, never too late to, never too late to.
People need me, that's how, then holla at me. That's how I look at it. Uh-huh. Right.